You're still watching Mzansi Fundis and more women's football. We gave the platform last week to her story, and we continually Aunty Diski this week. Are focusing on chess or film making.
Thank you means thank you, Lokoko. And my name is Uchese Kamoshawati, known to you as Aunty Diski. And today we are joined by the amazing Gugu Dhlamini, who is a player at UJ. Hi, Gugu.
Hi.
Unjani?
Ngiyaphila.
Long time no see. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for affording us this opportunity to have a chat with you. Gugu, I would like you to maybe introduce yourself to those that don't know who is Gugu. Who is Gugu? Where do you play? What position do you play? And Gugu uyagupi?
Shoba fethu, kama lami Gugu Dhlamini. Mina ngibuya Daveyton eVutha. Ngisoccer player, ngidlala idiski, and yeah.
Lovely. Gugu, where did it all start? Where did the dream start? And I think this is a question that goes to all players, because there's a lot of sports that you could have decided to partake in. Why football, and where did it all start?
Yeah, it started at Kasi, whereby I didn't even take it serious. Like I was just playing Namachi Dekasi, and when I grew up, people around me actually told me how I have potential.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I just started taking it serious at the age of like 12.
All right.
Yeah, and then from there, I got an opportunity to go study at Tux. It's a boarding school. Yeah, and then from there, met UJ. Yeah.
And I've seen you from the Her Game days when you're participating, and I just knew this is somebody that's going to really cement herself so well in football, and we saw what you did at Tux, and now you've moved to UJ. I just want to find out from you, what has the transition been like, moving from Tux to UJ? And we know our university teams are really dominating, but how are you finding it at UJ and varsity football as well, because it's given you an opportunity to play for your USAs in your varsity football? How is that structure like a university?
I mean, it's very broad in terms of you have to focus in a lot of things, and even if you are playing soccer, you have to still balance school, So I think it's a great opportunity for ladies soccer, because you get to be exposed in many in many situations,
yes.
So but my experience with UJ is so nice. Like, it was so great. I think I had the best year of my life last year, because I got to experience a lot of things. I got to go to the national team. I got to be nominated as the varsity cup player of the tournament, and yeah.
I love that. And remember when you were getting your call up for COSAF, we were all celebrating and rooting for you. And speaking about my individual awards, how is that important for a player? When you get recognition like that, to say you're player of the tournament, you're player of the match, you're player of this, whatever it may be, how important is it for that player? And ikusiza kanjani, in the future?
Ikusiza kakhulu, in terms of also your profile as a player. It builds your profile in terms of when you want to go overseas or other teams, also as a motivation to yourself, that you've done it once, you can do it again. Proof that you are the best, to also believe in yourself.
We love that. And you spoke about also going overseas. Is this something that you want in the future?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me put you on the spot. Why do you want to go overseas? A lot of people have different reasons why they want to go overseas. It may be because of financial, gain overseas. It might be the experience, the exposure. For Ukuku, why do you think that's a goal that you've set for yourself?
I think mostly it's for experience, because that side it's different. The type of football, the type of people, the type of environment, and the type of infrastructure they have. It's different from South Africa, since obviously you all know we are struggling a bit as women's football, but that side I think it's a bit easier financially, and yeah.
I like that so much, and I know very well, Gugu, we're going to be seeing you in those international spaces very soon. Gugu, you just recently signed with P Management Agency. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As a player, why is it important for a player to have representation or to join an agency, and maybe some of the reasons why you thought you needed management, just for the girl out there who doesn't have management or is probably looking for management?
I think it's very important to be managed by people who have experience, in terms of going also on the legal side.
Yes.
You know, people gonna be able to organize your contracts. People are gonna be able to do profiles for you.
Yes.
You know, because I mean, we are just a couple of years. We don't know the legal side of football. You know, so you also need to be represented, lawyers. Yeah. I think it's very important.
I like that, and I like that at your age you understand the importance of the legal side of sport. Because a lot of times we just sign contracts, we don't read, you know. And even if we read, there's certain clauses that a lot of people don't actually understand. And let's talk about the representation in terms of women's football. What are some of the, you know, challenges that you believe that women in football, especially in the African scope, face? Some of the challenges that you've personally faced, or you think holistically women in sports face in this region?
I think it's facing gaining as women in sport. For example, we don't have a lot of sponsors. Financially, teams are still struggling, and the talent is out there, but it's not seen.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't have those spaces or those opportunities compared to boys. You know, so I think women's sport in general, you know, like it's a bit inferior in terms of compared to the chance, you know. So yeah, I think those are the challenges that you're facing right now as women in South Africa financially. I think that's the big problem.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. We agree. Biggest problem is definitely finances.
Yeah.
Gugu, what is next for Ukuku? What is in the pipeline? What does the future look like? You're currently in school. You're probably studying for something. You're going to graduate. You're going to want to work in that department. Are we seeing a future coach in the future? You know, a strength and conditioning coach. What is next for you?
I'm currently studying IT, you know, yeah, I'm currently studying IT, and I think my future, I think I just want to play professionally, like an overseas, you know. I want to be an asset for my national, for the national team, you know. Yeah, I think I'm studying IT because I'm liking
Tandi technology.
Yeah, Tandi technology.
Got you. Tandi technology.
Like
and you never know, there's opportunities, you know, video analyst, IT, you know, somebody who's got an eye for tech and who's tech savvy. And definitely we know Guti, you're going to be a very important factor in the future. Connected, you know. And I just, with the last one, parting shots for you in terms of giving advice. I met you when you were very young, that talented girl, and I approached you when I saw you and I was like, you are so good at what you do. So for a kid who's also watching and wants to aspire to, you know, play football, especially for the top league, because you currently play for the Hollywood Bets league, and, you know, just wants to get to where you are, making it into the national team, getting the awards that you're getting at Varsity Cup and all of this. What advice can you give to a young Gugu? Yeah,
there's one thing I always say, that hard work will always be talent. You know, I mean, you can be talented, but if you're not working hard, then it don't work out, you know. So you just gotta work hard, be consistent. Also education, because I'm where I am because of education, you know, like it goes hand in hand, you know. So yeah, I just think you have to work hard.
I love that. Nimzwila Uta, work hard, education goes hand in hand, and be consistent. And she has definitely been that person. Lekoko, that is it from me.
Yeah, the way Jess unpack and the story, you know, why born and Gugu Dhlamini, UJ, that's a lovely story. Do make sure you stay with them Mzansi Fundis. Haraboa. Re tlo tsena go that cup of dreams. Ba re ke yona. Re utlwe machita ha hore ba bang cause di things tsa bona di teng. A re kopaneng gape.